him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-a-ma-gob, it's time for the only news that matters. And this is very sad news to me because I am a huge fan of Crime of the Century from Supertramp, and I will talk about that after I read you this. It says here, Rick Davies, founding lead singer and songwriter of Supertramp, passed away on Saturday, September 6th at the age of 81 from battling multiple myeloma for over 10 years. And born in Swindon, England in 1944, Rick's love of music began in his childhood listening to Gene Krupa's Drumming Man, which grew into a lifelong passion for jazz, blues, and rock and roll. As co-wrote along with partner Roger Hodgson, he was the voice and pianist behind Supertramp's most iconic songs, leaving a mark on rock music history. His soulful vocals and unmistakable touch on his keyboards became the heartbeat of the band's sound. Beyond the stage, Rick was known for his warmth, resilience, and devotion to his wife Sue, with whom he shared over 5 decades with. After facing serious health challenges which kept him unable to continue touring as Supertramp, he enjoyed performing with his hometown buds as Ricky and the Rockets. Rick's music and legacy continues to inspire many and bear testament to the fact that great songs will never die. And he was the only guy that was in Supertramp the whole time. You know, he shared songwriting and vocal duties with Roger during the band's most commercial successful years, and spanning such hits as 1974's Crime of the Century and 1979's Breakfast in America, and 1982's Famous Last Words, which I'm not familiar with. I should check that out. When Hodgson departed to pursue a solo career, Davis turned over as sole frontman, releasing 4 more albums and touring steadily. So I just am a huge fan of Crime of the Century. I got turned on to that album in Germany, of all places. That was life-changing for me because there was 4 albums I heard while I was in Germany that my brother had in his collection. 4 of those albums changed my life. One was Scorpions' Love Drive. The next one was Frank Zappa, Chic Your Booty. And Unleashed in the East, Judas Priest, all changed my life, and so did Crime of the Century. I would play this album over and over and over and over while I was there. All those 4 albums, I kept playing them over and over because, you know, my brother was in the Army. He shared the place with a couple other Army buddies, so they were off doing their Army stuff. I'm stuck in this house with this record collection. My parents went to Paris, so all day long I would listen to these albums over and over and over and over again. I did discover a couple other ones, but it didn't do much for me. I remember one was Status Quo. I know they're huge in Europe, but there was a double live album there, I remember. And I tried. They looked heavy, but it didn't really grab me. But man, did Crime of the Century, right with the opening track, School. It's so moody and kind of dark, but it's just different music that I'm, into, But I can say the same thing about Frank Zappa. Bloody Well Right was like my favorite song when I first heard this album. I was like, that's the best song on there. And I've heard it on the radio ever since. The next track is probably my favorite on here. It's called Hide in Your Shell. Very strange, mellow, beautiful strange, weird song, but it's my favorite on the album. Asylum was probably my second favorite. And Dreamer, that was a hit, like the live version. Rudy's another one of my favorites on here. If Everyone Was Listening was amazing. Crime of the Century was amazing. You know, it's just an amazing album that I listened to many times, and I didn't just listen to it last week. But I own a few of their albums. I got Crisis What Crisis, which sometimes I will put that album and Even in the Quietest Moments. I have them both on vinyl because I got them for very cheap. And there are times late at night I'll spin those records and I enjoy it, but it doesn't grab me. It doesn't like grab me like Crime of the Century does. Now, Breakfast in America, on the other hand, that would probably be my second favorite, though I haven't listened to anything from Supertramp ever since, so I can't say. But from what I know, yeah, this one is great. Goodbye Stranger's amazing. I love the title track. Kind of cheesy. Take the Long Way Home is awesome. Gone Hollywood. It's just, that one is chock full of great songs as well. And, yeah, Goodbye Stranger, written by Davies. You know, and so was Casual Conversations, another cool one on there. Yeah, sad news. And, you know, I had to do an only news about it. I'm sure not a lot of people that watch my channel are Supertramp fans, but I bet there's a few. There's always a few. No matter what weird stuff I like that's out of the norm, that's not metal, that's even frowned down upon, there's always comments of people going, I love that band. So I'm with you guys that loves, well, you know, I mean, I can't say I love all Supertramp, but there's some gems like on, what's that album? Even in the Quietest Moments has Give a Little Bit. I love that song. It's such a feel-good tune. It's a happy song. I love it, you know, and there's I like the last song on there. It's like over 10 minutes long. It's called Fool's Overture. Pretty out there, but yeah, man, there's stuff I like on that. And Crisis What Crisis had a few good tunes. They had a lot of cool, man. I loved The Logical Song is probably their most popular one. I do love it, but I think that one I love more because of nostalgic reasons. Because it's kind of a song I probably wouldn't like if it came out a few years later. You know, Rudy's a very deep track, and Take the Long Way Home, and Ain't Nobody But Me. There's so many cool songs they've released, you know. So it's sad, and I want to hear from all of you, man. If anybody out there is a Supertramp fan, what's your favorite Supertramp album and Supertramp song? You know, I'd love to know from my fellow Supertramp fans that watch me. That's in the like single digits of percentage, maybe 3% of you. But I want to hear from the 3% of you. Please leave it in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching The Only News That Matters. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And ring that little notification bell. And rest in peace, Rick Davies. And stay frosty. Listen up, Supertramp, Crime of the Century, and Schmack a Macabre.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.